The hidden impact of diet on dementia, surprising vegetable risks. Dementia, a progressive decline in cognitive function, affects millions of people worldwide, making it one of the most pressing global health concerns. With no known cure, researchers and medical experts have shifted their focus towards prevention, with diet emerging as a key player in maintaining brain health. While much of the conversation revolves around nutrient-dense foods like leafy greens, fish, and berries, recent studies suggest that certain vegetables, commonly perceived as healthy, may actually have detrimental effects on cognitive function. Surprisingly, some of the vegetables people consume daily may contribute to the development or acceleration of dementia due to their natural compounds that, when consumed in excess, can trigger inflammation, blood sugar imbalances, and neurodegeneration. In this article, we will explore 6 everyday vegetables that could pose unexpected risks to brain health. Recognizing these potential dangers is crucial for making informed dietary choices, especially for those who wish to preserve their cognitive function as they age. The link between vegetables and cognitive decline. Although vegetables are typically associated with optimal health, their impact on brain function varies. Some contain hidden compounds that, when consumed frequently or in large amounts, may promote neuroinflammation, oxidative stress, and metabolic disruptions, all of which have been linked to dementia and Alzheimer's disease. Below are 6 vegetables that could negatively impact brain health, along with the scientific reasons behind their potential risks. 1. Potatoes, a high-starch food that can harm brain health. Potatoes are among the most widely consumed vegetables globally, praised for their versatility and nutritional benefits. However, they present specific risks for those concerned with cognitive health due to their high starch content. Starch and blood sugar spikes. Potatoes are high in starch, a carbohydrate that the body quickly converts to glucose. This rapid conversion can cause sharp spikes in blood sugar levels. Frequent spikes increase the risk of insulin resistance, a condition where cells fail to respond effectively to insulin, the hormone that regulates blood sugar. Linked to cognitive decline. Chronic high blood sugar and insulin resistance contribute to inflammation and oxidative stress, factors closely linked to the development of cognitive decline and Alzheimer's disease. A study published in the Journal of Alzheimer's Disease suggests that even slight elevations in blood sugar levels are associated with an increased risk of Alzheimer's, particularly in the aging population. Dementia and diabetes connection. Research indicates a strong correlation between type 2 diabetes, characterized by insulin resistance and high blood sugar, and the risk of developing dementia. According to the Alzheimer's Association, the risk of developing Alzheimer's disease is 50 to 100% higher in people with type 2 diabetes. Harmful effects of fried potato products. Fried potatoes, such as French fries and chips, contain not only high levels of fats but also trans fats and other harmful compounds formed during high-temperature cooking. These substances can exacerbate brain inflammation and contribute to neurodegeneration. A study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that high consumption of fried foods is linked to lower cognitive function and increased risk of Alzheimer's disease. Solution: to mitigate these risks, it is recommended to limit high glycemic potato consumption. Eating large amounts of high GI foods can lead to insulin resistance and inflammation, which are risk factors for Alzheimer's disease. Opt for healthier alternatives, incorporating lower GI, fiber-rich foods like sweet potatoes, which have a slower glucose release into the bloodstream. And whole grains can help maintain stable blood sugar levels and reduce the risk of neurodegenerative diseases. Studies have shown that diets rich in whole grains, which are high in dietary fiber, can significantly reduce the risk of chronic diseases, including type 2 diabetes and cardiovascular diseases, which are known risk factors for cognitive decline. Incorporating these dietary changes can be a vital part of a strategy to preserve brain health and function, particularly as we age. The focus on reducing high glycemic index foods and increasing the intake of whole and fiber-rich foods can help maintain cognitive functions and delay the onset of neurodegenerative diseases. Number 2. Corn, a hidden trigger for inflammation and cognitive decline. Corn is often celebrated for its fiber content and antioxidants, but its impact on brain health is not as benign as many might think. The primary concern lies in its fatty acid composition. High omega-6 levels. Corn is a significant source of omega-6 fatty acids, which are essential but can lead to inflammation when consumed in disproportionate amounts relative to omega-3 fatty acids. Chronic inflammation is a known risk factor for neurodegenerative diseases such as Alzheimer's. Imbalance in modern diets. The typical Western diet tends to be excessively high in omega-6 fatty acids, primarily due to processed foods and oils like corn oil. This imbalance is strongly associated with increased levels of inflammation and has been linked to higher rates of cognitive decline and brain inflammation. According to a study published in Brain, Behavior, and Immunity, a high omega-6 to omega-3 ratio exacerbates neuroinflammatory processes. Corn oil and processed foods. Corn oil, commonly used in processed foods, is particularly high in omega-6 fatty acids and contributes significantly to this dietary imbalance. The overconsumption of corn oil can further tilt the balance away from omega-3 fatty acids, crucial for anti-inflammatory effects in the brain. Memory impairment and neuroinflammation. Research indicates that diets high in omega-6 fatty acids, like those from processed corn products, are correlated with memory decline and increased brain inflammation. For instance, a study in the Journal of Neuroinflammation found that animals fed a high omega-6 diet exhibited significant declines in cognitive function and increased markers of inflammation in the brain. Solution: to counteract the effects of high omega-6 fatty acid intake from corn and improve brain health, reduce intake of processed corn products. Minimizing consumption of foods that contain corn oil and other corn-derived ingredients can help manage the balance of fatty acids in your diet. Increase omega-3 fatty acid consumption. Enriching your diet with omega-3 fatty acids can counteract inflammation. Foods rich in omega-3s include fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, and sardines, flax seeds, and walnuts. According to the Journal of Alzheimer's Disease, increasing omega-3 intake has been shown to improve cognitive functions and reduce biomarkers associated with neurodegeneration. Consider whole corn and its benefits. While processed corn products are detrimental, whole corn contains fiber and other beneficial nutrients. Consuming whole corn in moderation can be part of a balanced diet, provided it is complemented with sufficient omega-3 fatty acids to maintain a healthy fatty acid ratio. Implementing these dietary changes can help mitigate the risk of cognitive decline and support overall brain health by promoting a healthier balance of essential fatty acids. 3. Tomatoes, a nightshade that may disrupt brain function. Tomatoes are celebrated for their high lycopene content, a potent antioxidant that has been shown to enhance heart health and reduce the risk of certain cancers. Yet, they might not be beneficial for everyone, particularly concerning cognitive health. Nightshade family proteins. Tomatoes are part of the nightshade family, which is known for containing lectins. These proteins can lead to gut inflammation and disrupt the gut-brain axis. This disruption is crucial because the gut-brain connection plays a significant role in maintaining neurological health. An imbalance in the gut microbiome has been associated with neurological conditions such as Alzheimer's and Parkinson's diseases. Presence of solanine. Tomatoes also contain solanine, a compound that can have neurotoxic effects if ingested in large quantities. Symptoms associated with high solanine intake include brain fog, fatigue, and memory impairment, which can hinder daily cognitive functions. Chronic inflammation in cognitive health. Research, including a review published in the journal Neurobiology of Aging, suggests that long-term consumption of foods high in solanine and other nightshade compounds may lead to low-grade chronic inflammation, a known risk factor for neurodegenerative diseases. This inflammation can subtly impact brain function over time, particularly in individuals who are more sensitive to these compounds. Solution: to minimize potential risks associated with tomato consumption, especially for those who may be sensitive to nightshade plants. Moderate intake. If you notice cognitive issues, such as memory lapses or digestive discomfort after eating tomatoes, it might be beneficial to reduce your intake and observe if symptoms improve. Seek alternative antioxidant sources. For those concerned about maintaining a diet rich in antioxidants without the potential risks posed by tomatoes, consider incorporating other non-nightshade vegetables. Bell peppers, though technically nightshades, they generally have lower solanine content, and carrots are excellent sources of antioxidants and do not have the same potential for causing neurotoxic effects. Balanced diet. Integrating a variety of fruits and vegetables into your diet can help provide a broader spectrum of nutrients while minimizing the potential negative impacts of any single food source. Foods like dark leafy greens, berries, and cruciferous vegetables such as broccoli and Brussels sprouts offer rich antioxidant benefits without the risks associated with nightshades. By carefully selecting the types of vegetables and fruits incorporated into your diet, you can enjoy the benefits of a nutrient-rich diet while minimizing potential adverse effects on your brain health. This approach is particularly important for those with a predisposition to cognitive issues or those already experiencing symptoms related to neurodegenerative conditions. Number 4, spinach. High in oxalates, a potential brain toxin. Spinach is heralded as a nutritional powerhouse filled with essential vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants that benefit overall health. However, its high oxalate content may pose risks, particularly to brain health. Oxalate and calcium binding. Spinach contains oxalates, natural compounds that can bind with calcium to form insoluble crystals. These crystals can accumulate not only in the kidneys but also in joints and brain tissues, potentially leading to health complications. Blood-brain barrier penetration. High levels of oxalates may have the ability to cross the blood-brain barrier, an essential mechanism that protects the brain from toxins and pathogens. Once oxalates cross this barrier, they could disrupt neural processes and induce neurotoxic effects, impacting cognitive functions. Cognitive decline and inflammation. Several studies have highlighted the potential link between oxalate accumulation and various neurological issues, including cognitive decline, memory loss, and increased neuroinflammation. For instance, research published in Neurology suggests that diets high in oxalates may exacerbate the symptoms of neurodegenerative diseases by promoting inflammatory pathways within the brain. Risk factors. Individuals with pre-existing conditions such as kidney stones or other metabolic disturbances might be more vulnerable to the negative effects of oxalates. These conditions can enhance oxalate absorption and deposition, increasing the risk of neurodegenerative changes. Solution. Managing dietary oxalate intake can be crucial for those at risk of oxalate-related complications. Dietary rotation. Incorporate lower oxalate greens in your diet to reduce the total oxalate load. Alternatives like kale, romaine lettuce, and arugula offer similar nutritional benefits without the high oxalate content. Hydration and calcium intake. Increasing fluid intake and consuming adequate amounts of calcium can help reduce oxalate absorption in the intestine, thereby preventing crystal formation. Foods rich in calcium, such as dairy products or fortified plant-based alternatives, can be beneficial. Cooking methods. Cooking methods such as boiling may reduce the oxalate content in spinach by leaching oxalates into the water, although this might also reduce vitamin levels. Considering a balanced approach that includes both raw and cooked leafy greens can be beneficial. By adjusting these dietary habits, individuals can continue to enjoy the health benefits of greens like spinach while minimizing potential risks to brain health. This is particularly important for maintaining cognitive function and preventing neurodegenerative diseases as part of a holistic approach to a healthy diet. Number 5, eggplant, a neurotoxic risk from nightshade alkaloids. Eggplant, a staple in Mediterranean and Asian cuisines, is part of the nightshade family, which includes tomatoes and potatoes. While it offers nutritional benefits, it also contains compounds that might pose risks to brain health. Alkaloids and neurotransmission. Eggplant contains natural chemicals called alkaloids, which can interfere with neurotransmitters in the brain. Notably, these compounds may disrupt acetylcholine, a critical neurotransmitter involved in memory and learning processes. Linked to cognitive disorders. Reduced acetylcholine levels have been associated with neurological disorders, including Alzheimer's disease and other forms of cognitive impairment. The disturbance in acetylcholine function can lead to symptoms of memory loss and decreased cognitive function, particularly in older adults. Neuroinflammation and pain. For some individuals, particularly those sensitive to nightshade alkaloids, consuming eggplant may lead to neuroinflammation, which is an inflammatory response within the brain that can exacerbate cognitive decline. Additionally, these alkaloids may cause joint pain and exacerbate symptoms of inflammation in those predisposed to such conditions. Solution: for those who suspect they may be sensitive to eggplant or other nightshades, moderation and observation. If you notice symptoms like brain fog, fatigue, or joint pain after eating eggplant, consider reducing your intake to see if symptoms improve. This can help determine if eggplant is contributing to your health issues. Dietary alternatives. Explore other vegetables that don't belong to the nightshade family for your diet. Options like squash, zucchini, and sweet potatoes can serve as nutritious alternatives without the risks associated with nightshade alkaloids. Anti-inflammatory diet. Incorporating foods that are known to combat inflammation, such as omega-3 rich fish, flax seeds, and leafy greens, can also help manage or reduce the symptoms associated with neuroinflammation and support overall brain health. Adjusting your diet to limit or exclude eggplant might provide relief from symptoms and help maintain optimal cognitive function, especially for those already at risk for or currently experiencing cognitive decline. This proactive approach to dietary management can be a crucial part of maintaining brain health and overall wellness. Number 6. Carrots. The unintended risks of excess beta-carotene. Carrots, celebrated for their vibrant color and high beta-carotene content, are a staple in many healthy diets. Beta-carotene is an antioxidant that the body converts into vitamin A, essential for good vision, immune function, and skin health. However, consuming excessive amounts can lead to unintended effects on brain health, antioxidant imbalance, and oxidative stress. While antioxidants like beta-carotene are crucial for neutralizing harmful free radicals, an imbalance caused by excessive intake can lead to oxidative stress. This condition occurs when antioxidants are insufficient to counteract the damage caused by free radicals. In the brain, oxidative stress can damage cells and has been linked to neurodegenerative diseases such as Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. Impact on cognitive health. Prolonged oxidative stress in neural tissues contributes to the deterioration of brain cells, leading to cognitive decline and memory impairments. Studies, including those published in journals like the Journal of the American Geriatric Society, have shown that high levels of beta-carotene in the bloodstream are associated with an increased risk of cognitive issues, especially in the elderly. Concerns with supplements. High doses of beta-carotene supplements have been particularly implicated in increasing the risk of cognitive impairment. Unlike dietary beta-carotene, which comes from whole foods and is balanced with other nutrients, supplements can provide the compound in much higher, sometimes unregulated concentrations, exacerbating its effects on the body's natural oxidative balance. Solution: to mitigate these risks and maintain brain health, consider the following dietary adjustments. Balanced antioxidant intake. Ensure a varied diet that includes a wide array of antioxidants from different sources. Colorful vegetables and fruits such as blueberries, spinach, bell peppers, and tomatoes provide diverse antioxidants that work synergistically to protect brain health. Moderation with carrots and supplements. While carrots are a healthy food, moderation is key. Aim to include them as part of a broader diet rich in various nutrients. Be cautious with beta-carotene supplements, especially if you already consume many beta-carotene-rich foods. Consultation with health professionals. Before starting any supplement regimen, particularly for nutrients like beta-carotene, consult with a healthcare provider or a dietitian. They can provide guidance based on individual health needs and risk factors for diseases, including cognitive decline. By carefully managing your intake of beta-carotene and maintaining a balanced diet rich in a variety of nutrients, you can enjoy the benefits of carrots and other rich foods without overloading your system and risking your brain health. Final thoughts. Balance is key. While vegetables are an essential part of a healthy diet, it's crucial to recognize that not all vegetables support brain health equally. Some commonly consumed vegetables may pose hidden risks, especially when eaten in excess. Key takeaways for cognitive health. Maintaining cognitive health through dietary choices is a proactive approach that can help prevent or mitigate the progression of neurodegenerative diseases such as Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. Here are essential strategies to optimize your diet for brain health. Limit high-starch vegetables. Foods high in starch, such as potatoes, can lead to rapid spikes in blood sugar levels, contributing to insulin resistance and chronic inflammation, both of which are linked to cognitive decline. Opting for lower glycemic index alternatives can help manage blood sugar levels and reduce the risk of inflammation. Balance omega-6 and omega-3 fatty acids. A diet high in omega-6 fatty acids and low in omega-3s can lead to neuroinflammation, which plays a significant role in the development of cognitive disorders. By increasing your intake of omega-3 fatty acids found in fish like salmon, flax seeds, and walnuts, you can help balance this ratio and reduce inflammation in the brain. Moderate consumption of nightshade vegetables. Vegetables such as tomatoes, eggplants, and peppers, nightshades, contain compounds that might cause gut inflammation and disrupt the gut-brain axis. Individuals sensitive to these effects should consider moderating their intake of nightshades and monitoring symptoms to manage cognitive health effectively. Rotate high oxalate foods. Foods high in oxalates, like spinach, can contribute to the formation of crystals in the body, which may cross the blood-brain barrier and affect brain function. Rotating these with lower oxalate greens such as kale, romaine lettuce, or arugula can help prevent oxalate buildup and protect neurological health. Diversify your antioxidant sources. Relying heavily on a single type of antioxidant, such as beta-carotene from carrots, can disrupt the body's antioxidant balance and lead to oxidative stress. A diverse diet rich in various antioxidants from colorful vegetables and fruits can provide a protective synergy that enhances cognitive resilience and overall brain health. By making mindful dietary choices and prioritizing brain-boosting nutrients like omega-3s, polyphenols, and anti-inflammatory compounds, you can take proactive steps toward protecting your cognitive function and reducing dementia risk. Your brain health starts with what you eat, so choose wisely. And there you have it. Understanding the connection between what we eat and our brain health can empower us to make smarter dietary choices that not only nourish our bodies, but also protect our minds. Remember, simple changes in your diet can have profound impacts on your cognitive health over time. Limit high starch and high oxalate foods. Balance your intake of omega-6 and omega-3 fatty acids. Moderate your consumption of nightshade vegetables if you're sensitive, and diversify your sources of antioxidants. By adopting these habits, you can help safeguard your brain against inflammation, oxidative stress, and other factors that contribute to cognitive decline. If you found this information helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and share this video to help others learn more about maintaining their cognitive health through diet. Subscribe to our channel for more insights into how you can lead a healthier, happier life. Thanks for watching. And remember, taking care of your brain starts with what's on your plate.